What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video, and today we're going to be reviewing Blue Beetle. So in Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes, fresh off of graduating from college, finds himself in possession of a alien blue scarab that eventually attaches itself to him and gives him, what do you know, superpowers. Alright, this is the new DC film. If you're new to the channel, I'd suggest you check out my Flash review. I'll put it right here. And yeah, if you've seen that, you know that I really enjoyed Flash. I thought Flash was really great. I understand the criticisms that it got, but I personally just didn't really agree with them or just didn't feel that strongly about them. Going into Blue Beetle, I was a little shaky, you know. The first trailer was fine. I thought the first trailer was pretty good, but that second trailer, I just really didn't enjoy. It was really long, and I felt like it did the opposite of what a trailer is supposed to do, which is raise excitement for me. I feel like that second trailer really lowered my excitement. Now, right off the bat, I gotta say positives first. Is Jolo Meridowinha? Yeah, this dude is great as Jaime. I thought he was really good. Or am I saying it right? Is it Jaime? Because they make a deal out of it in the movie anyway. You know, this is my introduction to the dude, and I thought he was really charming. Yeah, there's not that much on the page in terms of the character. He's kind of your typical charming, you know, young superhero character. He kind of comes with the same old stuff we've seen before, but I feel like the actor is so good and I feel like the direction is so good. They were able to elevate whatever was on the page. I actually feel that for most of the cast, specifically with Jaime's family. I really felt that Shazamness of it, if that makes sense. Not the second one, but the first one, where there was just this really good sense of family and there was a really good heart at the center of the film. I really felt that here. I felt his connection to his family, and I felt his family's connection to him. They all felt like they cared about each other. And yeah, for a lot of them, the dialogue can be kind of corny. You know, some of the setups can be kind of cringy. But again, I feel like the actors are so good and the way that they execute it is so solid that it's able to elevate it. I really enjoyed watching the family in this, and thankfully they're in a lot of it. It doesn't feel like Shazam Fury of the Gods, where they just kind of abandoned that whole family angle they had from the beginning. This film actually really focused on the aspects of family, and I appreciated that. It really hit home for me personally. Yeah, George Lopez is in the movie. He plays Jaime's uncle. I think his name was Rudy or something like that. And he's hilarious. I love George Lopez. I remember I used to watch the George Lopez show on Nick at Night as a kid, and I always found George Lopez really funny. And he's funny here, you know. He doesn't skimp out. They don't skimp out on him. He definitely is in a good chunk of the movie. So if you like George Lopez, you're gonna get a kick out of a lot of these scenes. Honestly, I gotta say, the only thing about this superhero movie I wasn't really digging was kind of the superhero stuff. I really enjoyed the suit. I thought the suit looked really nice, especially when it was all practical. When it was Jolo in the suit, he looked great, and the suit looked really great. I like the way that they portrayed him using the suit the first couple times to be kind of horrific, you know, kind of dark. And it actually is crazy. This movie feels like it was supposed to be a little darker than it ended up being. And sometimes that can clash, you know what I mean? Because there's such a good sense of family, and at so many points it feels like it's going for being a family film. So when it will randomly do something really dark, it does kind of feel jarring. But you know what? At times it satisfied me. You know, I like something dark every now and again. I like something fucked up. And this movie got a little bit fucked up, so I was able to a little bit appreciate the darkness. The superhero fighting stuff is just your typical shit. You know, none of these fight scenes are particularly memorable. They're not gonna blow your socks off. You don't really have to see this in IMAX or Dolby if you don't want to. I know those tickets get really expensive. I saw it in Dolby. I don't feel like I needed to. I feel like I could watch this in the regular format and be fine. It's just kind of weird. It feels like whenever y'all have a suit or have a power that can make whatever you can imagine, it seems like a lot of these writers or filmmakers just aren't really that creative. Like, everyone makes a big ass sword. Everybody makes a fist or has a shield, or photon blasters. Like, I feel like they all kind of choose the same shit. It's like, Can we see something unique, something different? Turn your arm into a fucking shark mouth or something. Like, do something. I wasn't really feeling the villains either. It was kind of that, you know, generic supervillain shit. Shorty's mad because, you know, she works for the company that was housing the Scarab, and she felt like she got done wrong. She felt like the company should have been passed down to her so she could push her militaristic ideals, but it didn't, and she's mad, and she's gonna take it out on our hero. And she's got her little henchman right here he looked generic in the trailer. He's pretty generic in the movie. It's not really that much, you know, on the page for him. I really didn't like his suit because it genuinely looked like your Xbox had a red ring of death and then it transformed into a fucking Decepticon. That's what this dude looks like. It just looks corny to me. I just couldn't get into it. Towards the end of the film, they try to pull out this character arc for the villain, and I was just like, maybe if you wove that into the plot a little bit throughout the movie instead of yanking it out your ass at the end, it might have hit. But as is, I'm still looking at him like the generic villain. But I guess I give them points for trying. So the thing that I didn't like in a superhero movie was the superhero stuff. I should probably take off more points for that, right? I feel like I would in most situations, but I feel like here they really wanted to focus on the main character and his relationship with his family. That was the main focus of the film. It was the main focus of the script. There's no filler in here. It's pretty straightforward. There's nothing to distract you from what's going on. And you know what? I feel like that was a good decision. I feel like that was a really good decision. Again, some of it is a little cringy. Some of it is a little corny. It can feel a little generic. But again, the direction, the acting, it's so good that it's able to really establish a connection with you by the end. And I feel like it earned it. I feel like it earned it. A lot of blockbusters seem like they just want to show you a bunch of explosions and a bunch of people beating the fuck out of each other. And there's no real connection with any of the characters. You don't really remember anybody. And I feel like the most important aspect of a story is not what's happening. It's not about the journey or wherever they're trying to go. It's about the people we're going there with. It's about the people that we establish a connection through the screen with them. And then it's about whatever they're doing and however we get to the end and whatever the threat is. All of that stuff is secondary. I feel like characters should be first. And I feel like this film put its characters first. And I appreciated that. I was thinking a strong B, but you know what? I'm feeling generous. I really enjoyed the movie, so hell, whatever. I'll give it to him. DC earned it this time. I'm going to give Blue Beetle a light B+. I think you should definitely check it out. You know, it's not something that's going to blow your socks off. This isn't a contender for best comic book movie of all time, but it is a really good time. Have you seen Blue Beetle? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you going to see Blue Beetle? Are you not excited for it? Hey, put it all in the comments. Hit me with a like, hit me with a subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.